Welcome to Mental Breakdown, the show
Man.
where I'm gonna drop this fake bullshit YouTube voice right away and just tell you that we're in for a really good show today.
Because today,
what am I breaking down?
You're going to, simply put, you're going to break down the first American Civil War.
Uh-oh, the first?
Yeah. In case there's a second one and this ages poorly.
Understood. So back in the day, there was this concept of, you know how people are people, right? And they're sovereign as like individuals.
Yes.
A bunch of fat Southern, like Ethan Ralph looking motherfuckers back in the day would be like, I want all these crops, I want this cotton, but I don't want to work on my farm.
Is he Christian?
He sounds a lot like Christian and looks like him too. Though Christian is much taller.
Like him?
People were like, I want to reap the fruits of labor, but I do not want to do labor because that would wreck my pedicure, and we cannot have that. So what they did is they bought a bunch of people, which you can't. That should if you're buying people and that doesn't go into your head as like does not compute, then you are fucking up. Because you're buying people. Stop being a sociopath and just kill yourself, or don't actually. You can tell a slave owner to kill themselves, right? That's acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
So there's this entire war that's fought under the premise of states' rights. There was a lot of America.
States' rights to what?
So America was it was a growing country. That at this point there was an idea of westward expansion, and at this point they're still admitting new states into the union. And every single state, there's like a big pissing contest over who is it going to be, a free state or a slave state. And the idea was they wanted to kind of keep it even to make sure that shit didn't bubble over. But it bubbled over anyway in events like Bloody Kansas, Bleeding Kansas, whatever it's called, Bleeding Kansas, where a bunch of people were moving in from out of state to influence the way that the referendum on like slave versus free went. And that led to a lot of conflict and a lot of death, hence the name Bleeding Kansas. And I'm not going to be able to describe to you much of the actual like moving parts of the military movements that took place, because first of all, I don't know that shit.
Well,
second off, I don't really care. That's more your thing, honestly.
I will calmly step into the ring.
Would you like to? Here, I'm tagging you in.
Conflict was entirely started by the secessionist governments of the Confederacy. Well, regardless, it was started before most of the states had even seceded, because of the attack on Fort Sumter, which in the South, the Civil War is commonly referred to as a war of northern aggression, which makes just about no sense given that they attacked first.
Well, they attacked first, plus seceding from the Union or attempting to illegitimately is an act of aggression in and of itself, because you're dissolving the sovereignty of this union, which of course leads us to our main like big good guy kind of Abraham Lincoln. He was the Chad of Chad. He was like 6'6". He's the only man who's ever lived who was able to pull off a chin strap. But
frankly, yeah.
And he didn't really give much of a shit about the slavery. He was like, yeah, that kind of sucks too, but whatever, we'll get to that later.
Okay, so as it initially stood, he was largely indifferent. He just wanted to keep everyone together. But as it went on, he became more of a. As it went on, he became more of a. All right, this is seriously
cringe.
Fucked, because like
he said.
Yes, because the people in the South were the people that were publishing all sorts of weird faux scientific articles talking about how the unsavory word people,
yes.
they are inhuman, subhuman monsters still reminiscent of apes,
right.
And that was just taken as fact because these are the science men, they wouldn't lie to us.
The science wouldn't lie. Don't you trust the science? Don't you believe the science?
Who would have thought that
science?
Who would have thought that the
believe in science? Believe in science? Believe in science?
Who would have thought that the race scientists would have been living in literal apartheid areas? I forgot what I was talking about.
We're talking about race scientists and like phrenologists getting out calipers and measuring people's skulls to determine their brain size.
Yeah, yes.
Weird shit like that.
Yes. And those all existed in the South. Well, however, there was some eugenics advocates in the North.
Yeah, some fucking weirdos.
However, it was much more prominent in the South, specifically places like the Louisiana,
Stop.
the Rida,
Yeah, that doesn't work. It doesn't.
Yorga,
The Louisiana kind of works, but
Louisiana.
Regardless,
Regardless,
the South was totally fucked and destroyed, and
Yes,
in a
rightfully so.
last ditch effort to kind of like take the North down with them, the South hired this guy. His name is John Wilkes Booth, and he really hates black people.
Okay, that's not.
No, I
that's
know,
not
I
what
know.
happened.
I'm fucking around, but he's performing a stage show. He's performing Hamlet, let's say.
He wasn't performing.
Wasn't he? He went on stage and he said, funny words.
He jumped down and said
Sic
Sic
semper
Semper
tyrannis,
Tyrannis,
yeah.
but he fell and broke his leg and stuttered out the
Yeah,
phrase.
hilarious. Really? Like he...
It must have been really embarrassing. Yeah, because he shot him in the head and then jumped 2 stories down to a stage from the top.
Expected
booth,
to look like a
hit
Chad.
a
He
fucking
didn't...
hardwood stage, broke both of his legs, and said Sic Semper Tyrannis,
Like getting
bro.
up in front of the talent show and pissing yourself
Promptly being
immediately.
chased by probably like 4 cops and like a bunch of Union guards, and like, what the fuck?
But I remember in 8th grade, there was a big
there's
deal
something
made of
symbolic
John Wilkes
about that.
Booth about like his failure as a runaway, and there were 2 books, and there was the big boy book and the little boy book, and I got the smart boy book, and I only read like half of it.
What big boy
I
book,
don't know.
little boy
About
book?
John
Fuck are
Wilkes
you
Booth
reading?
and his like runaway, and most of that is like I realize now is historical fiction.
Total fiction. He ran for like, I think he got away for like a day, and then they found him in a barn and they set it on fire to flush
The
him
book
out.
that I got was
Because
was
they're like,
this,
all right, this dude literally just killed the president. We just set the fucking thing on
the
fire.
book that I got was like this 400-page tome called Manhunt, and it was about like
I don't think he's worthy of 400
for
pages.
fucking real. Like
he's not Lee
they
Harvey
stretched it out
Oswald.
real fucking thin. Anyway, I want you to break down pyramid schemes.
Oh no. Okay, so I take personal affront to this because this kind of ruined one of my relationships.
Okay, you can
'Cause
take this in
I
whatever
dated-
direction you want.
I dated someone who was a big, stinky, drooling retard,
Haven't we all?
which seems to be a theme with my
you have great taste.
exploits. I do have great tastes. Inadvertent, massive titty tastes, evidently, but
Also
regardless.
based. The default for
Yes.
humanity, I'd say.
Yes. Okay, I was about to say something
Anyway,
stupid, but I'm
aside
just
from
gonna...
my radical political views,
What was the question?
pyramid schemes, break them down in whatever way you want.
Okay. So think of it less as a pyramid, think of it more as a triangle.
No! A pyramid is
Remember
just a
Ronald Reagan?
Yes.
Remember how we talked about trickle-down economics?
Yeah.
Remember how that put us $3 trillion in debt to Japan?
Hilarious.
Yeah. Did you know that most of our national debt is owned to Japan?
Yeah,
not China?
no, I know. I read Michael Crichton's
And Japan is largely indifferent
screed
about the national
Japan, called Rising Sun. But anyway, continue.
Well, like rising bitch. Anyway, so I forgot what the
Pyramid
topic was again.
schemes.
What were we
Holy
talking
fuck!
about?
Pay attention.
Pyramid schemes. Okay.
Over here.
ADHD moment.
Smoking dank kush, bro. Wow, it's legal in New
only.
York. Wow, take a hit from my Rick and Morty Pop
Pyramid
Funko Bong.
Stop. No.
I saw one of those at the
What?
convenience store, like a couple blocks away.
God, it was a Funko Pop.
It's a bong. It's like a glass Funko Pop Rick and Morty, like attached to a bong. And it's so disgusting. I might take a picture of it next time I'm there. But anyway,
God, please
pyramid
do.
schemes.
If it's anything like the baby lung posting that
It's
we've
very
seen around
similar
town.
to the baby lung posting. Continue. Let's hear
Right,
it.
so pyramid schemes.
Pyramid schemes.
So once again, think of it more like a triangle instead of a pyramid. So at the top, there is
What was the subject again?
you. At the top, there is you.
Yeah.
You're your own boss,
Right.
right?
And then there's a bigger
it trickles
pyramid behind you.
So what you do is you buy this ineffective product from an unreliable business with a horrible Better Business Bureau rating.
Yeah, buy
take-
makeup that looks
buy
worse
this
than
lipstick.
the makeup shotgun
Yeah.
that Homer made in that one episode of The Simpsons. Homer, you haven't set the whore.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Stop. Shut up. It's my show. Let me talk.
Continue.
You're shitting yourself. Anyway, so uh-oh.
Pyramid schemes.
Doodle brain.
Pyramid
Right,
schemes.
pyramid schemes. So,
Think
at
of
the
it
top
more
there's
as
you.
a
You're your own
triangle.
boss, right? Stop! You're at the top. You're your own boss. Listen.
I think this is becoming the show you pitch
top.
where
You're
I just
your own
heckle
boss.
you
Shut
repeatedly.
up! Stop talking! You're your own boss, right? And then immediately below you is 15 of your closest friends, right? So what you need to do is you need to sell this product to your 15 friends, but don't be too forceful. Don't try to salesperson them. Come to them as a friend, being like, "Hey, would you like to try some supplements?
Would you like to support a girl boss?
You want to
Let's
be a
make
girl boss
herstory together.
despite the fact you're my friend Scott and you're like 31 years
Yeah.
old and a man."
We're selling hormones, of course.
Yeah, hormone replacement
Yeah.
therapy, of course.
At
So, would you like to buy anime girl booby
marked
enhancer?
up 8,000%, of course. We're
Yes.
selling dollar
So,
store makeup
what
at
those
department store
15
prices.
Okay, so what those 15 of your friends, once they all get it, and they are part of the multi-level marketing that we
Right.
have here, they need to tell each 15 of them will tell 15 of their friends. And then so on and so forth. And this is obviously flawless logic and definitely
course.
doesn't exceed the Earth's population 3 times
Yeah.
over after, cycling through, I think 4 times it cycles over the entire population of Earth. Yeah, so this is how you become a real girl boss.
Of course. And you
just-
you
Don't do the math. Don't research the company. Be gullible and be a woman. It's simple as that.
Bro, it's essential oils, bro. Don't you want some Himalayan salt? Bro, come on, it's like regular
just
salt, but bro, Asian people are so smart. Their salt is better too. They mine
Yeah.
their salts from the caves of the
You
Himalayas.
ever wonder why they live so
Yeah.
long, bro? You ever wonder why they live so long? It's definitely
It's
this fucking piece
it's
of
this
salt with a
product.
light in it.
Yeah.
With a tea light in
Of
it.
course. That's what it is. This episode is already like
Alright.
12 minutes long. Do you want to just make this
Yeah,
a full
that's all I got to
episode? And do another couple...
That's all I had to say. We can. If all else fails, we can cut it in half and just go. Welcome, other mental breakdown. Bonus.
Bonus!
Slang.
Wow!
Why did you do the soy voice? No, don't stop.
No, we already broke down
Because
Puma's
it's
whole
time.
thing, so.
You need to explain the leap.
The leap year. Oh my gosh. So, in every single year, because back in the day when they were inventing the Gregorian calendar, which is, I believe... What calendar are we on right now?
Who the fuck is Greg? The Roman.
Okay,
calendar.
we're on the Roman calendar. The Roman calendar, as they
I'm probably
say.
totally fucking wrong, by the way.
Yeah, of course. And the Romans, they're not known for their math skills. So,
That's not even
yeah.
true.
Well,
Oh, we do use the Gregorian calendar.
okay, so I was right the first time. So Greg, back in
Yes.
like the 1500s, there's this guy Greg who's a monk at a Catholic
Based.
monastery.
Hi, Greg.
And
How's it going,
he spends his
Greg?
time doing a bunch of math, and he finally figured out a way to match up the dates of like he made it so that our entire system is based around
But he
Jesus'
can't get one.
a death and resurrection. And so what he does is he takes the calendar and he cuts it into 365 and then also a quarter days. Not he can't just because he's a
crackhead.
fucking crackhead, exactly. He couldn't have just conceived of it differently. He's like, oh, we gotta use
Smoking
dude,
that
we gotta
Ottoman
use
crack.
base 6. We gotta use base 6, bro. We can't have metric time. That would be
Power of 4,
too
bro, to the
powerful.
power of 4.
Guys, 12 inches, bro. Not 10 centimeters. That's cringe. Or I don't know, 100 centimeters to a
Fucking
meter.
imperial measurement. You're gonna blow my brains out.
I like 6, bro. Anyway, enough of that shit.
It's not even consistent. We don't even use. Oh my god, I hate
So,
it. Anyway, metric is better.
Metric is better.
Moving on.
Dick Masterson, don't at me. He likes the imperial system too much. Like
He's also not a very smart
he's
man.
not.
Moving forward.
Anyway, shit. Leap year? Yeah. So they set up this entire.
Why are you forgetting everything? Hello? Is somebody in there? Hello?
Shut up.
Anybody in there? Hello,
I'm
brain?
speaking. Anyway,
Okay.
Tupac. So,
I hate Kamala
so
Harris.
every 4 years, what we do is we take the quarter of a day that stupid asshole Greg left at the end of the year, and we have it at the end of February, which also makes no sense because it's like, oh, we're gonna have 1 year, we're gonna have 1 month out of the 12 again, base 12, base 6, fuck base 6. We're gonna have one month out of the year that just has way less months for some reason, or way less days for some reason.
Months. Days.
And
I wouldn't say way less. It's 2.
yeah, But it's I mean it's
or 3.
way
I don't know.
it's
4. I can't count.
It only has 28 except for 29 on a leap year.
Of course.
And of course, the fact that this is so makes it so that the whole rhyme to get you to know how many days are in each month makes no fucking sense because
There's a rhyme.
well, yeah, the rhyme is 30 days.
I just look at the calendar.
September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except for February, which is 28, and then 29 on a leap year. Which it starts as like
except for February, which has
like you can't. You start to sound like Rush Limbaugh the longer you do that fucking. Because it's the first half is like, oh, it's a rhyme. You know, we're getting into this scheme, this rhyme scheme. It's like one stanza and then a fucking disclaimer at the bottom. Like a fine print about except for February, which is 28, and then 29 on a leap year. And so, thank you, Greg. You completely fucked up our calendar. Go back to metric time. Return to the Roman calendar or the Mayan calendar. Better yet, dude. The world ended.
That's just also
The
wrong.
world ended 7 or 8 years ago, and we're all living in hell. Ha ha.
Understandably so.
Stop typing in Discord. Stop.
What? What's the problem?
Okay. Final. Fuck. My phone powered down. I want you to break down. I almost said explain. I want you to break down the Telegram.
The Telegram.
Yeah, you were talking mad shit a couple days ago.
Give me something spicy.
Okay.
And you say break down the Telegram.
You were talking mad shit a couple days ago about how much you knew about
Don't you have a key to hang from a
Telegram.
kite, you fucking geezer?
All right. For our final segment, I want you to break down the Big Bang Theory.
Okay.
Is that spicy enough for you, fucko?
Yeah,
Right.
I fucking give me all of creation to work
That's
with.
not what I meant. I'm talking about the show, but okay.
That's what I was gonna. Stop! You ruined the joke. I was gonna make that. I was gonna be like gradually
just move on.
weasel
Just
my
move
way
on.
into it. Hold on, I have to figure out when the show came out.
2011.
Is that true? It's wrong. It's 2007.
Wait, really? It's that
September
fucking old?
24th. September 24th of 2007 until 2019.
Uh-oh.
Mamma mia. Mucho Sheldon.
Mucho Sheldon.
Okay. So basically, the whole universe was in a hot, dense state. Okay. Just cut that out.
No, go on.
No.
All right.
You've all seen the show. You know how it is. You know the penny. We all know that. Come on now. Gotcha. Pulled a fast one on you. So before time existed, before anything existed, there was nothing. And then for inexplicably there was everything because,
That's how.
why not? That makes sense. But I guess it also makes sense that God exists. So we're on even ground at this point, I suppose. So first there was nothing, and then there was everything, and it was really fucking hot, right? Like everything was so fucking hot. Like, oh my god, dude, please cool off. Drink a fucking Fanta, bro. Come on, cool off.
Just no.
Fucking Jesus, bro.
I'm not gonna
All
drink
right.
any Fanta.
And then-
you know what? You know
and
that
then there
Fanta
was-
is ruined for me.
Yeah, because you gotta Sieg Heil every time you take a
No,
sip.
that's not what I mean. Because Chris Chan jizzed in their Fanta and called it and drank it.
Yeah, you don't do
No.
that? It's fucking gamer fuel, dude. Anyway.
Get that protein, bro.
Get that protein.
No, stop.
Anyway. So everything was hot, right? Like super fucking hot.
Right.
Like drink a Dasani, dude. Come on, cool
And
off.
dense.
And then, well, not super dense yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then there might have been nothing again because Big Bang Theory is weird. And then there was then we're back to everything. It's
fuck.
hot. And then it was super dense. And then there were these clouds of gas that kept like sucking into themselves, and then eventually they became stars somehow, and then more of them, and there was gravity everywhere, and it was sucking this way and that way, and then there were planetary bodies and shit's everything's fucking flying. There's elements everywhere. There's hydrogen everywhere. Fucking carbon starts flying around in the mix. Holy shit! We're gonna possibilities of life forms and bacteria and shit fucking everywhere, and then everything died again.
Amazing.
And then everybody stopped recording history about the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
They just made like a massive leap from like 14 quadrillion BC to like 30. I think it's 30 billion.
A great leap forward,
BC.
if you will.
Yes. Where all of a sudden they're like, dude, see this Earth? This planet? It's fucking hot, dude.
Big
It's
ball
all
of
lava.
magma.
Volcanoes everywhere. No moons. No atmosphere. No gravity. And then, out of nowhere, it's like, pull up. Meteors striking the fucking Earth. Blowing shit all over the place.
Can't believe Earth got fucking drive-by'd.
Flying by. Possibly a piece of the Earth went flying into space and became the moon.
Yeah.
Possibly. And then, I forgot what happened that made the Earth cool off. But something definitely happened. And then, it was, wet. There was water. A lot of it. I think the entire surface was covered. And then there were things in the water, in the ocean, if you would. What did Bill Wirt say? There's something alive in the ocean?
Yes.
Small bacteria, perhaps carried by said asteroids. Or meteors. I forgot what they become when they hit the Earth.
Fuck. Meteorites, they're called.
Perhaps. So, you have life in the ocean.
I
read my Discord message again.
Is this just a long con to the Big Bang Theory show?
Listen,
because this is a really fucking long.
No,
this is a really
stop,
long build-up.
stop.
If so,
it's not. We're gonna speed up because
Okay.
human history is very brief on galactic scale.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Come on, bro. Spit it out.
Okay, so it heats up again, but not to a great extent, but enough to recede some of the ocean, I believe. And then there's a bunch of environmental changes going on, and things in the ocean are stirring around. You're getting supermassive animals. I don't know how they became somewhat mammalian, so they could breathe air. Well, actual air as opposed to water air. But some of them started going on land, and some of them started going back. Well, they go up to lay their eggs, and they go back down.
Take it back now, y'all.
Yeah, think of the cha-cha slide.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
This goes on for millions,
on a massive
millions
scale.
of years.
Yeah.
Millions of years, cha-cha slide.
Yeah.
And then, after a long enough time, there's these big fucking chickens running around.
Oh no.
They're fucking massive, dude. Like, imagine the largest chicken breast you've ever eaten.
No, I've eaten
That's like
big old
that's like a
chicken
fucking
titties.
90th of the size of the breasts that were on these
Big old
chickens.
dinosaur tits.
Fucking honkers, dude. Dinosaur honkers.
God.
For the longest time, for whatever reason, we thought they were lizards because people have no imagination whatsoever.
Well, I mean, dinosaurs have only been around
they were
for
actually
like 200
probably-
years, or like the idea of them being a thing.
Well, yeah.
So,
yeah. Let's not get into ancient Aryan nonsense.
That's you.
Okay, so where was
Holy
I?
shit!
Right,
this is
dinosaurs.
Fucking.
What, dude? Come on, it's gonna take a while. You told me to explain the Big
told you
Bang.
to
We gotta
break
get
down
all the way to the fucking now.
The point of breaking something down is to make it shorter
Listen,
than the actual
listen.
thing. Right now, this is taking as long as the fucking Big Bang took. 14 billion years.
That's not even close to the length of the Big Bang.
I've been watching
It's
the Big Bang
time
Theory, the show,
immemorial.
in another tab, and I'm on the 9th season, which is the final season now. It's only taken
Is
as
that
long as
true?
your explanation. Holy shit! Speed it up,
Right.
bro.
Anyway, so let's kick it up a notch
Yeah.
then. So we have dinosaurs, right? The dinosaurs are walking around. This is fucking
Like
lit,
in
dude. I'm
Jeff
huge. I'm
Goldblum's
literally
Jurassic
a
Park.
bird. Yeah, well, they didn't take time to think of whether or not they should. So there were
Whether or not they,
dinosaurs
should.
everywhere. Yeah, see, that's the
I
joke.
know.
Huh, see what I did there? Gotcha.
Jeff.
Anyway,
His name Jeff.
yeah. Shut up. Birds, giant, mammals, possible, but us, shrews. We were shrews somehow, small.
Like from Pokemon?
Rodents. What?
You know, Sandshrew.
Sandshrew.
My homie
No, shut up.
Sandshrew.
Shut up.
I'm gonna keep derailing
small.
you until you like speed this
Shrews.
up.
All of a sudden, another fucking meteor hit the Earth because why the fuck not? Frankly,
Bye-bye big
probably
chickens.
multiple because of how. Yeah, bye
No
big
more big
chickens,
cock
except
for
for some of
madam.
them. Like, crocodiles are still alive.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like, crocodiles and alligators are, like, their fossil record is, like, the exact same for their entire existence.
Yeah, base. They're already
just
peak,
fucking wild.
They're already peak, peak animal.
Simply refuses to evolve.
Yeah.
Right, so everybody dies except for shrews and alligators and smaller things that can hide from the things that don't need as much sunlight.
Almost like the world was enveloped in a big flood.
And then there's a possibility we went through an ice age. Yeah, shut up. There's a possibility. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Didn't happen. Shut up. Shut up. La la la.
I don't know, man.
la,
Grand
la.
Canyon is pretty big. That looks like a lot
ever
of
heard of
water over a really short
erosion?
time. Yeah.
You ever heard of erosion? That would have been some serious erosion for that to happen.
Why don't you get
though.
some serious bitches and finish this off?
Stop.
This episode.
We're going.
You're
We got
torturing this
time. This is
episode.
the-
Holy shit.
Stop!
Let it die.
You keep derailing
Yes,
me.
because you won't stop the episode.
Listen. Okay, there might have been an ice age. All right, it might have been really fucking cold, but then it got warm because why not? Because seriously, these things
And
defy
Ray Romano
explanation.
was an elephant.
Yeah, he was not an elephant. He was a mammoth, a woolly mammoth. He was a sloth, I
Yeah.
think. I don't know. I don't care. There was also a small muskrat with fucking saber-toothed tiger teeth.
Yeah.
A bunch
And
of
there's
animals
a saber-toothed tiger named
were
Diego.
made.
He's
They
really
grew
cool.
and then died. And then there's this dude.
Oh no.
He looks kind of like you, actually.
Oh no.
And his name, you might have heard of it.
Cro-Magnon
It's
Man?
Homo erectus. It's just you.
It's Homo
You were
erectus.
born and you were lumbering around the earth. Homo erectus.
That's me.
You learned to use fire in your funny chimp face. You smile from ear to ear. Your giant fucking lips.
My giant Obama ears.
They split. They
like
split
Dumbo.
open and reveal your fucking bug encrusted teeth. You just smile, realizing that
bullying.
you've discovered fire and you've created technology. But then
Thanks,
you died
Prometheus.
because you were hunted down by the Chad Homo sapien, which is basically what we are, except a little bit less.
Right. And then there's Homo sapiens.
Yeah, that's what
Which
we
are,
are.
they're called that because they're double sapient, I guess.
Yeah, we're double based.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Like the instrument.
So anyway, this man was born. I don't know when, but it was recent enough. His name is Chuck Lorre. He was probably French because the name looks French. He made a pitch to a Hollywood, of course, we'll get to one day. But he made a pitch to a studio in Hollywood in America. He says, I want to make a show so out of touch with nerd culture, but acting like, like your mom could understand it. So out of touch with nerd culture that it seems like we're in touch with nerd culture. Like a cartoonization of nerd culture. So he did. And it stars funny gay man with no emotion, also known as Sheldon. I don't know what his last name is. There's funny Leonard. He is a man. There's also the Jewish one.
Howard.
And the Indian one that I also don't remember the name
Howard
of.
and Raj. Of course, the only Indian name that these white people have ever heard of.
Yes, and he also
every
talks with
single
a funny
fucking
accent
joke,
because we have
every single
to.
fucking joke that where Raj is in there is haha Indian. Like,
Wasn't it the same for the Jewish
well,
guy?
I
Where
mean,
it's like,
it's also that
Jew,
he's like a
big
mama's
nose, haha.
boy.
Of course, just like the
And-
Jews. Does he do a lot of hand wringing in the show?
He does do that hunched posture. No hand wringing, as far as I can remember.
regardless, he has a Beatles haircut, if I
Yeah,
recall.
he does.
Regardless, so this show, The Big Bang Theory,
The
the
documentary.
joke has already been ruined.
No, it
The
hasn't.
end.
Okay, whatever. Well,
The Big Bang Theory has ended in 2019.
and it will never return. Hopefully.
It will never return, ideally. There's young
There's
Sheldon to look forward
Sheldon!
to. Yeah, of course. Which is, of course, a retelling of the events of The Big Bang Theory
Precisely.
through the eyes of a autistic child with negligible social skills,
Yeah.
as they all do. All have, rather. And that's the Big Bang Theory.
Now,
you know?
Sheldon, I had 2 cans of cola on the counter here. Where did they go? I think you mean the 1+1 cans of cola, Mom. and then cue laugh track.
Bazinga!
Bazinga!
I think I remember
I'm
reading
so
somewhere that like
funny.
the Young Sheldon show doesn't have a laugh track or
It
anything.
doesn't?
It's like an actual serious drama.
Oh, really? No! That's the whole point. It's like he's like Urkel, but autistic.
Bazinga!
He goes around and he's like...
Isn't Urkel autistic?
Yeah. Duh, that's the whole joke.
I never watched Family
It's
Matters.
great. I love Family Matters so much.
I watched.
There's a robot.
I watched
Steve
Martin, and I watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I watched-
on Nick at
Urkel. I
Night.
watched Planet Sheen.
Why? My friend was talking about how Planet Sheen is just like
It's really
like a suicide pact you take with yourself when you turn on the television.
Yeah, basically. there was nothing on when I was during my first year of college. It was the first time.
Is this just a podcast
Kind
now?
of. Quick story before we end the show. During my
Based.
first year of college, it was the first time I had ever had like TV, like a cable TV that I could access at any point. And there were a lot of times where I would just stay up very late because I got home late and whatever. I have homework to do. So in the background, I had two choices basically, other than like the completely unwatchable, insufferable shit that's on the other rest of the TV networks. I could watch the George Lopez show
As opposed to-
on Nick at Night or Planet Sheen on Nicktoons, which is all they fucking played. Like, it was either Planet Sheen or Fanboy and Chum Chum. And
Ugh.
we'll talk about Fanboy and Chum Chum in the future, I'm sure.
I don't know what it is.
You don't want to.
I don't like the name of it.
It's real bad. I think that's it for this episode of Mental Breakdown, though. Eat your vegetables.
Shout out to Nick.